All right, guys, so 2010 Mercedes GLK350. The shop just replaced the transmission with the used one. As you can see, they've already got the replacement used transmission installed. I've got the connector disconnected here. So what we're gonna be doing is cloning the TCU. Now over here on the ground, I've got the original transmission. As you can see, I've got the Autel IM508 connected with the XP400. Then over here, the OBD2 plug is connected to my Godiag. This Godiag GT105, along with this transmission adapter, is a great tool to use for these. Makes it really easy to set up. And as you can see, we've got the power coming in. That cable is connected to my jump pack. I'm just using the alligator clips to connect the cable. Now, using the IM508, when you go into TCU tools, you can start by clicking the wiring diagram and it will show you how to connect. Right here, we've got a little diagram, shows you where to connect the power, the ground, the can high and can low. It does want us to put 120 ohm resistor between the can high and can low. Now, the nice thing about the Godiag is that it actually has a little 120k ohm resistor. You just push this little button whenever you want to set it. So now that we're all set up, let's go ahead and back out. We're going to start by reading the TCU data. If you look here, you can see we have our VIN number. We have all of our information, including the key information. We're going to go ahead and save this file. Now that we have that file saved, let's go ahead and back up the coding. Our coding is now backed up. We can save the file. Now let's go ahead and connect all of this to the transmission in the car. All right, so we are now connected to the transmission on the car in the same way that we were connected to the original one outside. We've got our OBD cable connected to our Godiag, and the leads for the Godiag connected to the transmission plug. We're connected just like the diagram on the Autel shows us. So we're going to start by backing up the data from the donor module. Again, there's our VIN number, but this is the one from the donor car. All of the key information. Let's go ahead and save it. Now that we have that backed up, let's go ahead and renew TCU. Yes, we want the eraser password. It succeeded in calculating the password. Here's the password for the erasure. We can now proceed with renewing this TCU. All right, so we've successfully renewed the TCU. Now we can go ahead and write the TCU data from the original over to the donor. Let's click Write TCU. Let's select the file we read from the original transmission earlier. Hit OK. Writing succeeded. Next up, we'll write the coding. Select the file that we read earlier from the original transmission. Enter the VIN number. There's our VIN number. We'll hit OK. Writing of coding is completed. Now let's go back and read TCU data to make sure that it wrote the VIN number. Our VIN number for the donor module is still there, so we're going to have to manually write that in. So at the main menu, we're going to hit Write VIN, enter the VIN number, hit OK. Writing of VIN number has succeeded. Now we can go back and read TCU data again. And this time we'll make sure that our VIN number has been changed. It has. The only thing I see that we might still have to do is activate this TCM, because here it's showing no. So once again, back at the main menu, let's go ahead and hit Activate TCU. Activating transmission succeeded. And one last time, let's go back and read our TCU data. Has this thing been activated? Yes. Let's remove our cables, reconnect the connector. This transmission is now ready to roll. So that's how you clone the TCM on a 2010 Mercedes GLK350.